I understand that many times people don't call contractors because of that fear of having some stranger coming into their home, or maybe giving the contractor some money that maybe he doesn't come back. I just read a few things in the paper just recently. The Better Business Bureau, there were some contractors took some monies and never returned. Hi, everybody. Bob Galise with One Man and a Hammer and OneManandAHammer.com. I know those fears are real about calling contractors. But when you do get a professional contractor to come in your home, when you finally get brave enough to invite some stranger into your home to look at your kitchen, your bathroom, an addition, maybe remodeling a porch, for instance, that was enclosed years ago, and now you want to kind of make that a little bit nicer, make it a man cave, a woman cave, what have you. Bottom line is, and I know that there's always a lot of questions being asked by the contractor that sometimes make a homeowner feel a little bit uncomfortable. Those questions are imperative. The questions are necessary. You don't want a contractor coming into your home and after 5 minutes saying, okay, this is going to be $20,000. I have many people, well, in the past actually, and they would say to me, Bob, just give me the price. Just give me the price. And I would ask a few more, okay, hang on, just give me a few more moments. I just want to ask you a few more questions just to make sure I understand what their wants and needs are. When somebody asks me, is just adamant they want that price, what I do is I write down three numbers, 10,000, 20,000, or 30,000. I turn the paper over to them and say, okay, which one do you want? At that point, they say, okay, well, what do I get with each one of those numbers? And I tell them that's exactly my point. I'm trying to explain to you there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. You need to know exactly what you're getting. You need to make sure that the contractor is asking you questions. And you can go online and do your own little due diligence, do some research, make sure you have some questions in mind that you want to ask this contractor. But a professional contractor is going to sit there for probably a good half hour, depending on the scope and the size of the job, and ask you a lot of questions about the job, about your wants, and about your needs. One that came up recently was exactly what I mentioned a moment ago, was a porch that was enclosed many, many years ago, and the homeowners want to make that a little more comfortable, a little more man cavey. And to do that, we don't know what's underneath that porch. We don't know what that structure is under there. We're going to be sending out a man to crawl underneath this porch, which is it's not someone for my size, that's for sure. Someone a little bit smaller than me, to get under this porch and see what's going on with that substructure. As opposed to a contractor just saying, yes, 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 here's the price, we can do it, we'll start tomorrow, see you then. And then they start the job, and before you know it, they tear the floor open, they say, oh my gosh, look what we found, it's going to be another $10,000. Well, now you have a real dilemma. Either move forward and bite the bullet, or the contractor leaves and you get nothing done. Now it's in worse shape than it was before he got in there. My point of all this is, when you invite a contractor into your home, make sure they're asking you lots and lots of questions about the structure, about your wants, your needs, your desires, some optional things about the structure. When was this closed in? Was there a permit pulled maybe? You want him to go outside and maybe pull off a panel to see what kind of piers, what kind of foundation is under this existing structure. There's many times I've crawled in crawl spaces to see what was going on underneath there, and how the home was built, and how we're going to attach maybe the new basement, or just attach a beam to support a new structure that's going to obviously jut out from the home. So bottom line is, you want questions, do a little bit of research, but make sure you're not demanding from your contractor a price right there on the spot. It's not good for you, it's not good for them, and you don't want a yes man as a contractor. Every Saturday morning, join me on the Home Toolbox radio show. Got great guests about home remodeling conversation, 8 a.m. Eastern, every Saturday morning at WELW.com, and on the Talk of the Town, AM 1330 WELW. See you then.